Well, welcome to the introduction to the brand new football app for picking your favorite teams and games called iPick Football, brought to you by iPick Sports. Here's the brand new app right here, which works on all the iOS devices. And before I get into the details of the app, I just want to kind of show people how it's being done typically today. So this is a typical sheet for a pick 'em pool. And so you select or circle the team that you expect to win, and you put a confidence factor. The higher the number, the more confident you are. The lower the number, the less confident you are in that team or that team winning. And at the end of the week, you'll add up all those points of the teams that you successfully picked, and then that's your total score, and then that's going to be your result for that week. Now, the difficulty here, or the problem is that as you work through your list, you start to try to figure out what numbers are left. So, I want to put 11 here. Well, wait a minute, 11 is being used. Maybe I'll put, a 9. Well, 9's used right there. So what this app will do, it'll solve that problem for you. So you look through here, say, okay, 7 is available, and let's see, 13, I think. And let's see, what do I have here? 14, let's put 14 there. And I'm going to go 10 here. That's the ones left. All right. So that basically shows you how it's being done. Here's the new iPick Football app here. And you'll see here it shows the season 2012, and you can scroll to 2011, where it's handy to look at last year's results, scores, winners, and handicap values. So we'll go back to 2012, and this is the schedule tab here, which brings this up. And here's the pickers here, and the default pickers on the app is, there's one called My Picker, which is considered a personal picker, meaning there's no handicap values associated with that picker. Typically, you'll make a selection for the winning game or the winning team, and then assign a ranking value based on confidence. Here in the bottom, there's another picker called a handy picker. He is a handicap kind of picker, which includes information like the favorite, the spreads, and the total points. So to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm going to edit the name of my picker, change it, just change it to something a little bit, simple. So we'll change it to Joe. Oh, Jor. How about Joe? Okay, done. And now we'll go back to the season. So here's 2012. I'm going to go to week 1. Week 1's already been played, but this will demonstrate fetching data for us and how it looks. So here's your schedule of games here for week 1, and at the bottom you'll have it shows your pickers. So Joe's got a checkbox next to him. That means he's the active personal picker, and there's a checkbox next to handy picker, meaning that particular handicapper is currently active. And then also at the top here, it shows the active pickers, both Joe and handy picker. Now that becomes valuable when you start to have more and more pickers down here, when you start to follow your friends and following their results. So the quickest way and easiest way to make your picks is to use a feature here in the pick actions called tap, pick, and rank. And it basically brings up a view here, which you just tap and make your selections here. Now these are just I'm just making some random selections. Oops. And that's it. And if you want to change something, you just tap there. So now the selections have been made. Now you'll want to rank them, give them your confidence rankings. So we'll go to rank. And here the dialog is basically saying it's going to arbitrarily set some confidence ranking values for you, then which you can change. So it just adds 16 down to 1. Now this little button on the side, which is a standard iOS button for moving the cells around on the table, allows you to basically re-rank your teams based on your feeling and your confidence on those teams. And that's pretty much it. So once your picks have been made, then the week begins, and there's a button here called Fetch Data. It will fetch the results during the week as the games progress. Now this week is entirely over, so I'm just going to press Fetch Data, and you'll see the red circles show the winning team. And so here, Dallas won. I had picked New York Giants, and I had 14 points on it, so I didn't win those 14 points. and that there's also an underline underneath the games where you lost your points. Here, I won my 16 points because I circled both the Chicago as well as the winner was also Chicago. And there's a summary here at the top for the active picker. I have 11 wins out of 16. I have 79 out of 136 possible points, and I was at 58%. And at the bottom here, it also shows the summary for Joe. And as we add more and more pickers, this becomes like a little report view. You can see how all your other pickers are doing. That's basically the simple features of the iPick football. Following videos, we'll get into some of the handicap features and additional sharing features.